Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about how to develop your introduction and conclusion paragraphs in general, but specifically for this first growth mindset essay. And so I have a document that is linked on your Blackboard course, and it is called Sample Introduction and Conclusion Paragraphs for Essay 1. It's talking about how to develop those paragraphs. This document includes templates that kind of walk you through what kind of information you need to put in those paragraphs, and then also gives you specific examples to kind of model or help you. So I'm going to open this up real quick so we can look at it. Okay, so here's the document. Just like with your body paragraphs you have been working on, there are color coding steps for your introduction and conclusion paragraphs, and those colors and steps are different than your body paragraphs. So make sure you are keeping a clear distinction between those different types of paragraphs. Okay, so the first two parts right here are referring to your introduction paragraph. And for your introduction paragraph, you want to remember that you are introducing what you're going to be talking about. And you don't want to give all the details because your body paragraphs are going to give those details. You also want to think about those introduction and conclusion paragraphs as kind of like an hourglass. You're going to start off broad, and then you're going to get more specific as you get to the end of the paragraph. And then in your conclusion, you'll start off specific and you'll broaden out your content as you get to the very end of the essay. So broad, more specific for your intro, and then specific and broaden out for your conclusion. Then you have that whole body, your 3 body paragraphs in the middle. Okay, so to start off with, you want a strong hook statement, which is going to draw the reader in. They are going to want to read what you actually have to say if you do a good job with your hook statement. A lot of times we get in the habit of using questions for hook statements, and I really want you to try to go beyond that. I want you to try to challenge yourself and use some different types of hook statements. So at the beginning here of this template, it says, find a quote to include at the beginning of your introduction paragraph or make a significant statement of your own. If you choose a quote, then you would have to include an in-text citation, just like you have in your body paragraphs, and you would also need to cite that source on your works cited page as well. So do not forget about that. You can find your own source. It does not have to be a source that I've given to you. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, but your own significant statement, that's something that you're saying in your own words that is interesting to your readers, that's drawing your readers in. It doesn't have to be something from an outside source. So you have that option as well. And then that's yellow. That'll be highlighted yellow. So then you will move into the important overall information about the topic or the background information. So for this specific essay, your topic is growth mindset. And so you're going to think about the questions, what is growth mindset? When did growth mindset come about? Who developed this idea? What important ideas about growth mindset need to be known beforehand to better understand what your essay is about? You don't have to answer each of these questions as you're writing your introduction paragraph, but this is kind of getting your mind going in the right direction so that, you are talking about the correct things. And once again, if you're looking up this information, if you're talking about Carol Dweck and you didn't know that before you learned about growth mindset, you will need to include an in-text citation for that. And then your last sentence of your introduction should be your well-developed thesis statement. So that thesis statement is going to be the roadmap for your entire essay. You're going to tell me what the topic is, and you're going to tell me what benefits you are going to focus in on in your body paragraphs. So it might be something along the lines of growth mindset enables individuals to accomplish their dreams, to overcome challenges, and to become the best versions of themselves. Okay, and so I'm giving you the 3 benefits I'm going to talk about in my body paragraph. I should be able to read your thesis statement alone and have a really good idea of where you're going with your essay. Okay, so here is a sample introduction paragraph. It says, Debbie Millman, an American writer and educator, once said, If you imagine less, less will be what you undoubtedly deserve. Now, please notice in this example, there's no in-text. The reason being is that the intro phrase for this quote is including the author's name. So what I would put in the in-text citation is already included, and I don't have a page number to include there. So please pay attention to that. This blue section is my relevant information that's helping me prepare for this overall essay. And it says, when working toward goals or facing challenges, individuals have a choice to work relentlessly despite trials or to simply give up when things get tough. These choices lead to very different outcomes. Choosing to work tirelessly toward a goal, no matter the obstacles faced, exhibits a growth mindset, while quitting in the face of adversities portrays a fixed mindset. So not only am I introducing you to a growth mindset, I'm also mentioning a fixed mindset because that's important when fully understanding what a growth mindset is. And then, so that's blue. And then my thesis statement here says, having a growth mindset can enable individuals to develop their talents, encourage them to look at challenges differently, and push them toward overall success. So I have my topic of growth mindset, and then I have my 3 benefits that I'm writing about. Enable individuals to develop their talents, encourage them to look at challenges differently, and push them toward overall success. So those are the 3 benefits that I'm going to be discussing in my body paragraphs. So that's the information you want to consider and remember and color code for when you are doing your introduction paragraph to add before your body paragraphs. Okay? And so you will first put these together for the online class in a discussion board. If you were in a live class, then we would work on this in class. I would look at your draft and then we would add it all in. But remember, your introduction paragraph, when you put it all together in full essay format, it should be first, then body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3, and then your conclusion. Okay. So here, like I mentioned before, for the conclusion, you're going to start off specific and broaden out. And so the first thing that will be in your conclusion paragraph is a reworded thesis. So you don't want to put it exactly as you put it in your intro, but you want it to hit on the same points, okay? You then should sort of move into a summary of your subtopics. If you're going to briefly go over what your essay is about, hit the main point of each body paragraph. That's your summary of your subpoints. The 3 topic sentences in your body paragraph should reflect those subtopics. It shouldn't be a super in-depth summary because you've already given me all the details. But if you're struggling with this, go back and look at those topic sentences and see what they're talking about. And just kind of hit overview sentence for body paragraph 1, overview sentence for body paragraph 2, overview sentence for body paragraph 3. And then your last sentence is going to be a clincher. Your clincher, you want it to leave your readers with a positive thought or maybe encourage them to take action in some way. So then the example says, when utilizing a growth mindset, individuals are able to mature their talents, face challenges, and become successful. So here we have the topic at the beginning, just like we have it up here. Okay, we say it enables individuals to develop their talents here. And then here we say are able to mature their talents. So same point, but different words. And then encourage them to look at challenges differently. And then here we have face challenges. So same point, different words. And then push them toward overall success and become successful. So it's making the same points, but it's in different words. So then I have individuals with a growth mindset continually look for ways to improve and further develop their talents instead of believing their talents are already defined. So it's not just saying word for word what the topic sentence is already said. It doesn't sound like it's repeating itself from the reworded thesis as well. So keep that in mind. These individuals also see difficulties as opportunities for personal growth instead of opportunities to quit. And lastly, growth mindset enables people to achieve success in a variety of aspects of life, such as personally, professionally, and academically. So you can see how that doesn't sound repetitive when you just had a reworded thesis that hit on those points, but it's giving you more information without sounding repetitive. So make sure you're not becoming repetitive. And then the last sentence, overall, people should assess their mindsets and see if they may be holding themselves back due to possessing a fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset. So, this is encouraging your readers to take action and to look at themselves and kind of see, do I have a fixed mindset? Do I have a growth mindset? Is my mindset holding me back from reaching my goals and accomplishing my dreams? And so, really use this document to help you with those introduction and conclusion paragraphs. And please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.